Alright everyone, I thought I would give y'all a little look at these litters that we were following so closely before. It's been a minute since the last update, but I figure that's given them time to grow a little bit since last update. So we've got litters 1, 2, and 5 here. 1 and 2, if you remember, are the Espresso line litters, the Agoutis and Black Selfs. They're looking pretty good. This line definitely doesn't have very good temperaments, and that's been consistent for this litter. As you can see, they're mostly out of the hopper phase, but they're still uncomfortable. With handling, I haven't been handling them much, just so I don't match temperaments, and you can see they're just a bit more skittish than what I'd like, but now at least they're not jumping out of my hands, they're just looking for ways to avoid them. But yeah, pretty good size now, I'd say. We're starting to be able to see a little bit more about type, like their ear set, their eyes, their general body plan, stuff like that. These guys are still disproportionate for what they will be, but you're starting to be able to see type a little bit more in the elegance of their snout and their noses and the placement of their ears. Also haven't handled them much, so they're still a bit awkward. Yeah. Look at you, you're so cute with those big ears. Yeah, you're so typey. Such cuties. Yes, indeed. I'm excited to see how these guys grow up, especially, since their type, at least, is the thing I'm looking out for, and I really need to wait for them to get older to tell for sure. But otherwise, we've got all of our Black Selfs, and only one Agouti left. And then in here we have our litters 3 and 4, the teddy bear litters. These guys are doing fabulous. I love them. Alright, so here are all of the little ones that we currently have. In this litter, we have our little Satin Agouti Texel Pied Lady. Very nice and scruffy. You can see that the curls have loosened up quite a bit now that she's older. But they have stayed somewhat defined. And she overall has just an extremely soft, delicate coat. Quite nice. And her temperament, of course, is sweet as can be. You're so sweet. Next up we have this little blue Agouti lady, who's a bit more active, I'd say, a bit more curious. Also has a very soft coat, but of course it's not Texel. Pretty good length and density. Not bad. Not the longest coat, but I like it. And then this little lady is great as far as coat goes, especially. It's a bit denser than the other Texel ladies. And it's got just a very fun texture. These coats still aren't as dense as I'd like, but they're so soft. So I'll give them a pass on that. And their faces, at least, they don't have any bald spots around the eyes or anything, so that's great. And she, of course, every single one of these guys is really sweet. It's just so nice to handle them in comparison with the Espresso litter. These guys they're just vibin'. Here is the Agouti Angora lady. Very cute. Very sweet. Pretty dark color. Yeah, you're looking good. And finally, our male. The little chunky boy. He is honestly looking great. So far, he's definitely shaping up to be a candidate for a holdback buck for this line. He may not be Texel, but he has great size. His face is very cute. Very sweet. Yeah, pretty chill looking. And then his coat density is just really good. And overall, he is easy to interact with, handle, and he seems pretty dang healthy too. Yeah. You're a solid boy. I like you. I like you a lot. The moms are doing good otherwise, and no other problems or anything, so we'll just keep an eye on them for the next week or two, make our final picks, and that'll be that. I just scooped up this pile of beans, and I found the position they landed in kind of hilarious. So I thought I would share. Oh, Just don't go sneaking off, hun. Oh my gosh. That's adorable. They look so stupid. So stupid. So cute. And just so y'all can see the proud mama. She's enjoying snacks in her little break zone. Time to put these beans back. Additional fun news, we have another Satin in the mousery. This time in one of the show type lines. Just so y'all can see Satin compared with non-Satin of the same color. It's a little bit easier to see on this lighter color than it was on the Texel in that pet type litter. You can see the iridescence and the fact that the first somewhat transparent. It makes the color appear a bit darker, I think, than when it's opaque, like normal. But it's quite pretty. Very shiny and iridescent. Yeah, you guys are so cute. Very nice little show type litter.